Wow! Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm going to be making vegan mac and cheese and drinking wine and just chillin', talking to y'all. If you guys can see, I'm rocking a new bang style. It's just because my bangs are way too long to wear straight across my face, and this is the look, so hope that's cute enough for y'all. So yeah, I just got back from the store. I have my bag back here with my wine, so I'm gonna go grab her. I went to the wonderful Sprouts right by my house, and I got sangria because sangria sounds amazing. I smell my wine all the time. I smell like almost everything I eat just because I like to make sure it smells good. This is actually decent. It's 10% alcohol, so I was like, yes, you're mine, and I will drink you today. So today I'm going to be making the Annie's Organic Vegan Mac and Cheese, the cheddar flavor. I rarely ever buy like mac and cheese or just like, you know, stuff like this, but I'm broke. I'm a broke woman right now, so this is like something super easy and cheap to buy, and it's filling because it's pasta. Oh my god, I'm eating wine and pasta today. Okay, wonderful. I actually also don't have milk, like vegan or like almond milk or whatever that's plain. I only have like vanilla almond milk, and that would be completely disgusting with this, so I can't make it with milk, so I just put like a little bit of water. It would be much better with milk, but I just didn't buy it, so there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pot with my cups of water. I think 6 cups of water is what I need to put in here. So I'm gonna do that. So we're just gonna wait for that to boil, and we are going to sip wine and talk and be classy ladies. So I have just been feeling like so happy with my life and like with just like everything in my life happening the way that it did. In this moment in my life, I feel like I'm finally giving myself that love, like true, honest, authentic love, and true, honest, authentic just like everything, you know? I just feel like I'm giving myself so much back because I've given it away to so many people, and at the end of the day, I really needed to give it all to myself, or not all of it, but I needed to give myself a lot of, I guess, like forgiveness and a lot of compassion and a lot of love, and I never did. I always gave it away. Lately, this year has been so completely crazy. I feel like a completely different person now than I did when I began this year. I feel like a completely different woman. The woman that I am today is someone that is like so strong, so powerful, and so happy and so content with life, and just has like such a good head on her shoulders, and is just going for her dreams and her goals, and just like, you know, hit the ground running, like super passionate, super ambitious, and driven. And I feel like the most myself that I've ever felt in my entire life. I feel like I am the woman that I've aspired to become for like years. And it's kind of funny because in 2015, I dated a boy all through high school, and after me and him broke up, I kind of set out this goal for myself of like what I wanted to accomplish in my life, and I also set out a goal of what kind of woman I wanted to become and what type of person I wanted to be. And I kind of wrote it down and kind of set it in my mind, like, okay, like this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be. After that, life kind of got in the way, and I kind of started to like, you know, take my time with different things. I started to experience different things. I think the woman that I wanted to become had to go through a lot more lessons than I did when I was 18 years old and got out of college, got out of high school. I think I manifested the type of woman that I wanted to become because I set it out. I was like, these are my intentions, this is what I want to do, this is who I want to be, and yeah, and then I guess I found myself the other day just like thinking, and I was just like, oh my God, I found myself the other day thinking about the type of person that I have become and the type of person that I feel on the inside now. And I'm just like, oh my God, wait a second. In 2015, when I had set out all these goals, I wanted to become this exact person. Like, what? I did that and I didn't even intentionally try to do that. It just kind of happened. So it's crazy how manifestation works. Is like the first thing that I wanted to talk about was like, oh my God, like that's so crazy. It's so true though. I set the intention and then like put it out in the universe and then like it happened, and I didn't actively work towards it, but things in my life kind of played a lot of really crucial roles to, I guess, create or to inspire me to become who I am now and today. So that's amazing, and life is crazy and life is amazing, and I feel amazing all the time. It's wonderful. It's great. I'm doing well. While we're waiting for this water to boil, we're gonna talk. We're gonna have a little chit chat about the year of 2018 and kind of you know, recapping the year and kind of going over, you know, what I learned this year, and kind of recap the highlights, the low moments, and kind of give you guys a consensus of what I look like emotionally and mentally today and where I want to take my life and my future. So we're gonna cheers to the ending of an era of my life before now. 21 years, and I feel the best that I've ever been. So we're gonna cheers, and we're gonna sign off on a good year. The beginning of this year, I had made a 2018 goal video, and I'm going to insert a clip of that girl that was talking about her goals for 2018 right now. That girl that you just saw had abso-freaking-lutely no idea what that year was going to have in store for her. She had this, like, literally no idea how, like, life-changing 2018 would be for her. Little did she know. Little did she know. I will catch you guys up to speed with that. So I entered this year in a very, very toxic relationship, which affected me in a lot of different ways, and I wasn't aware of how, like, toxic or manipulative or abusive mentally and emotionally this relationship was for me until after I got out of it, but usually that's how it goes. So I was in a really bad relationship that affected me very negatively. It drove me crazy, basically, in my mind. I went to like the lowest of my lows, mentally and emotionally. And I was super anxiety driven. I was always constantly worried. I was constantly having anxiety, having stress, and that completely derailed my entire existence in my mind. So I basically like got super, super, super lost in myself and in this person and in this relationship. And it completely drove me to a point where I didn't even recognize myself anymore. So that was really rough, having to realize that I had hit rock bottom, you know. At the end of the day, if you're in a toxic relationship or if you're in a, you know, abusive relationship, it doesn't have to be physical. It could be a mental thing, it could be an emotional thing. But if you're in a relationship that is obviously not good for you and it's not healthy, you need to get out of there. You need to recognize the red flags, the warning signs, because honestly, girl, this is like me to you, woman to woman, girl to girl. If there's a man watching this, hi, but like also be aware of this. Do not do it. Like, don't continue it. It's not gonna get better. If you notice that this person is constantly making you feel insecure or worried, or you constantly don't trust this person because they're kind of sketchy, or they just don't treat you right and they disrespect you, and it's like a constant thing, and you even can openly communicate with them about your feelings, and they continuously hurt you over and over and over and over again, and they just slap love and be like, no, it's fine because I love you, so it's great. Do not tolerate that. Do not accept that. You don't deserve that. You are an amazing, beautiful creation, and you do not deserve to be treated that way. So do not allow yourself to step into that cycle, repeated cycle of being with somebody that's not good for you, it's not gonna get better. And honestly, all it's gonna do is it's going to waste your energy and your time and your emotions, and you're just going to literally drive yourself insane. Because that's what happened to me. I literally drove myself insane in my own head, and I just did not feel myself. I've never felt like, I've never acted in certain ways or felt certain ways before. I'm going to hurt myself by talking with my hands, and there's a pot of boiling hot water next to me. In fact, I should actually probably pour the box of macaroni in here. Oh no, I dropped a little macaroni. It's fine. It'll be okay. It's just one, right? One's not gonna be a big deal. It's fine. Basically, I put 6 cups of water in here because I'm just reading the box directions, and that's a lot in my opinion, but that's what Annie wants for me to do. So I brought her to a boil, and then I poured in the pasta. And then I need to bring the pasta to a boil, and then I need to cook for 8 to 10 minutes, and I will, oh, my phone's over here. I need to like time that. Hold on. We're back. I got my phone, so whenever this starts boiling, we'll put the timer on. What was I saying? Something about repeated cycle of toxic relationships. I felt like the anxiety was kind of taking over my entire body and my life, and it was influencing me in a way that I just did not like the way that I was anymore, and it just affected me in such a negative way. I mean, anxiety can do that to people. It's boiling. So we're going to put it on medium heat because that's what the box says to do. Actually does not say that, but I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to put a timer for 10 minutes because I need 10 minutes to do this. So we're going to do that. Okay, it's ready. So 10 minutes later, we're gonna have some macaroni and cheese. Yay, okay. So I realized a lot about myself in the relationship. I realized a lot about myself just in the breakup and that whole healing process. And also just learning about boundaries and setting boundaries for yourself. If you recognize that this person is constantly hurting you, they're not worth it to keep them in your life. If this person constantly disrespects you, or has constantly in the past disrespected you, same thing, literally not worth your time, your energy, your space. With relationships, you are inviting and allowing another person's energy to enter into your own personal space and your own personal energy. So their energy can take up your energy, their energy, and vice versa, you know, and it's both ways. But, you know, you're inviting this and allowing this person into your space. And if this person is not worthy of your space because they don't respect you, or they mistreat you, or they, you know, can cause harm to you in any sort of way, whether it be mentally, emotionally, or physically, you cannot allow that. Do not allow that. So one of the biggest things that I learned about this year was instead of giving my love away to people that don't love me, or their actions show that they don't love you or don't love me. What am I talking about? What person, third, first person, second person, I don't even know. We're just gonna keep going. If that relationship is not growing you in a positive direction, you need to get out. Basically, set boundaries for yourself. Do not allow people to just make you feel like you're less than you are, or make you feel like you deserve less than you do, because you deserve the best. And do not settle. Please, ladies, don't settle. Please, ladies, know your worth. Know that you are worth everything and more. Know that you are worth to be treated the most amazing way that any human can like treat you. You just need to kind of carry yourself with that like confidence and that like, I deserve the best, and if you're not gonna give it to me, goodbye, because it's not worth it. Like, get out of there. If you're in a relationship and you're constantly breaking up and you're constantly getting back together and you're constantly bickering and then you're constantly like, there's just, get out. Don't stay. So in the process of the breakup and also the not talking anymore phase, the pain from the relationship and the breakup and just me as a person growing from this experience, this life experience, because that's what everything is in our lives. It's just an experience, it's just a lesson, it's just a way for us to grow as people. If you take it that way, it could be a negative thing or it could be a positive thing, but everything you deal with is an experience and it's a lesson, and there's something that can be learned, and it's something that you can take and apply and grow as a human being. And if you take it a positive way, you will positively grow as a person instead of like going the opposite direction and going downwards and falling down a really dark path. So in a positive light and in a positive direction, I took the most pain that I've ever been in my entire life. I'm just going to be completely honest. This year was the hardest year I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. I have never felt as like low and like as depressed and as anxiety driven in my entire life, and I've had really low lows, y'all. So if that tells you anything, this year has been the absolute most painful year of my entire life. But because of that, I have grown into the strongest woman I think I have ever felt in my entire life as well. So that pain I allowed to make me a greater person, a greater woman, a greater being. And it has really opened my eyes to what I want to be doing in my life and what kind of people I want in my life and what type of woman that I want to be and become. And it has just taught me so much. And so I just wanted to kind of sit here and share with you guys that if you're going through something similar or you're going through a rough time, it doesn't even have to be a bad relationship or a toxic relationship or whatever. If you are going through a toxic relationship, know that it gets better and that you don't have to deal with it. First of all, you can literally leave. And if you feel like you can't leave, you can. You just kind of have to take those love blinders off, you know what I mean? But I mean, I get it. If you're like, oh no, it'll work out. I know it's like bad, but it's not that bad. It's bad, honey. It's bad. Trust me, I went through it. It's not worth it. No one's worth that. Nobody is worth stressing over. If that person's really meant for you and if that person's really loving you, like correctly, you won't stress over them. It's just not a thing. Like, you're not gonna like be worried about them like cheating on you or, you know, whatever else that you're worried about. It's just, you know, just don't. And if they're cheating on you, oh my goodness, girl, please get out. Just like, please, like, save yourself so much energy, so much time. Just like leave, like, please leave, like, please, like, oh my God, like, if you don't, I will pray for you, but girl, you need to like realize your worth and like, please get out. Basically, I'm just trying to start a movement of women empowerment, or actually not really start because it's already started. So like kind of like adding on to like the story of like being a woman and like being powerful and holding yourself to that powerful stature. I just feel after that relationship I'm just gonna start over. That relationship and the breakup and everything in between and this year in general, just because of what I went through, the pain changed me. It has changed me, but it has changed me in the most positive way possible. And I am the most happiest human being I've ever been in my entire life. And I can say that with 100% certainty. I have never felt as amazing and as powerful and as beautiful and as great and strong and just driven as I do in this moment right now. And I am so internally so happy that everything in my life happened, because without that, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be in LA today. I wouldn't be following my dreams today. I wouldn't be, you know, emotionally and mentally where I am at today, because I wouldn't have gone through those lessons. So although I do, you know, feel grateful, you know, for everything that happened this year, I also feel like I'm like, thank you, you know, for the experience. I'm also like, but also like, screw you, because like, you're kind of messed up for like treating me the way that you did, but also like, thank you for growing me as a person and making me the person that I am today. But I also have myself to thank for that, because instead of feeling upset and lonely and sad because this person didn't love me the right way, I gave myself all the love that I never received from the relationship or the person, and for myself, because I never gave myself that love, and I finally started doing that, and I'm, you know, giving myself all of the key ingredients to having a happy life, basically, is what I've come to the conclusion of, and I just feel so powerful. I feel like Also, my presence and how I carry myself is completely different. Like I'm telling you guys, this is all because I just feel so happy and in love with myself and just so like full of life and full of love, and I've never felt this way before. Never felt so full of life in my entire life. I've always been struggling with something. There's always been something mentally that I've always kind of struggled with, and it's always brought me down, and it's always made me doubt myself. And there are days where I doubt myself, or there are times where I doubt myself, where I feel a little down, but for the most part, I'm so confident and happy, and I'm always like putting a positive like foot forward instead of like trying to set myself back. I'm really hard on myself. That's something that I'm trying to learn, is to just give myself that, you know, love, and give myself, you know, that acceptance and, you know, forgiveness and just compassion, and just give myself all of that, because you can't really look for that in other people, and I never did, but I just gave too much of myself to people that didn't deserve it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. They really, at the end of the day, really didn't deserve anything from me. You will never catch me making that same mistake again. Sips tea. Actually, it's not tea, it's sangria, and that's even better than tea, so. So our macaroni is done. It's been 10 minutes now. Just gonna turn that off, and hopefully I don't set the house on fire. We're going to strain the noodles in a strainer. This is the only one I can find because I still don't really know where everything is and what devices they have to cook, so this is the only thing I could find. So I'm going to strain the pasta in this, in the sink back here. I will be right back. So it would not be vegan mac and cheese if I didn't have vegan butter, so I like to use Earth Balance as my vegan butter. This is just the original one. And then we have our little cheese sauce, vegan cheese powder. It's not sauce, it's powder. Oh my god. The other day I made the creamy version of this mac and cheese, and I forgot, because I haven't made mac and cheese in forever, and I'm vegan, so like, you know. But I also haven't made like vegan mac and cheese like ever, I don't think. I think like once, but like that was like forever ago. I completely forgot that you need milk. Like, I'm like that type of vegan. Like, wait. You make mac and cheese with milk? What? I don't make mac and cheese. I don't know. Obviously, if there was milk, this would taste, and the texture would be a lot better than what it looks like now. Definitely should invest in milk that is not flavored with vanilla next time for this, by the way. This sound though, if you know, you know. It's a Twitter thing. If you don't know, then it's okay. You're not on Twitter, so it's fine. So this is what my mac and cheese looks like. It's super steamy like me. Just kidding. Hopefully it tastes good. Okay. Girl. Girl. Why am I such a good cook though? I'm such a good cook, you guys. I feel like I'm such a good cook. Even though it was a prepackaged box, I still feel like I'm pretty good at this. So I'm just gonna kind of like make a thumbnail. So I'm gonna do a thumbnail right now. Hold up. I feel like Trisha Paytas with her thumbnails. Bone apple teeth. No one is worth feeling like your piece is disrupted. Nobody is worth that. Do not allow anybody to disrupt your piece. If someone is disrupting your piece, you need to cut them out of your life immediately and never talk to them again, because they don't deserve you, or they don't deserve your energy or your time, and they don't deserve to have somebody as amazing as you in their life. And I am living proof that you can get through really dark times and come out strong and on top and feel great and amazing. And you also don't need a man. So cheers to that. You don't need a man. You honestly don't need anybody. You just need to have your back, like yourself. If you don't have yourself, you need to accomplish that first, and then you'll feel so great and like amazing and like, oh man, I love that. Okay, cheers. My channel, it has a lot of I need some work. I'm gonna be real, but the thing is like, I was kind of like focused on my mental health a lot of the time that I did have this channel. But I feel mentally and emotionally in a completely different place than any of the times that I've ever made a video ever. Like all my videos from like 2014 and now, before this video I made, I just was in a completely different headspace. I was in a completely different mindset and like lifestyle, like different drive. Like I just feel like a different being, like I told you before. Like the end of this year, I'm a completely different person than the beginning of this year. So I've honestly like changed so much, but honestly only for the better. So with that, I feel myself slurring my words and mixing up what I'm saying. So I'm going to go finish this mac and cheese. Thank you guys for watching me make macaroni and cheese vegan style, and also listening to my problems and listening to my life lessons that I have to offer you guys. And I hope that this was fulfilling in some way. I hope this was entertaining, and I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye! Peace out.